Hello.
Hello!
Do you know what I feel like? I feel like I'm jogging. Do you know what I mean? Jogging through this lockdown. And it's at the start, it feels heavy going, right? It feels heavy going. And you're just like, can I do it? I'm like, yeah, because you can build up your resilience. Building up resilience, jogging through the lockdown.
Keep going.
Exactly. We can do this. Jog through the lockdown. Jog through it. Visit time. You might have those.
Make sure you put some Vaseline in the appropriate places. You don't want joggers.
That's a different kind of through the lockdown.
How long did that take us?
I know we did get it. But yes, but still, that's good advice. We're not going to take away from that.
I've got some even better advice.
I'm ready.
I'm going to share this as I feel my public duty.
Well, give it a moment. Give it a moment. Are you ready?
Yeah.
Please.
It's not that good.
I'm ready for the lockdown advice. Is it lockdown advice or is it about?
Yes, it is. It's lockdown advice. It is my first public incident with a bottle of hand sanitizer.
Let's hear this. I'm ready.
You see, I have a system. When I put petrol in the car, right, you leave the door open, you have your bottle of hand sanitizer on the seat, lid off.
Yes.
So that when you finish putting the petrol in,
you
can sanitize your hands, you see, and then go about your business. Right?
Yeah.
Which one did, but then forgot to put the lid back on.
Oh,
the hand sanitizer bottle. So was one, I won't say dove back in, gently placed oneself, as one does, with as much grace as an effluent.
You sat into the car as you do, yeah?
Oh, yes, dear. The bottle, like, splurged. And it went all up my back, absolutely everywhere. A full bottle of hand sanitizer. So I didn't go shopping after that because I didn't want to have to explain that one away.
It's true, and it's not, and you can't wipe that away. It's
no, you can't. I literally tried.
Anybody else had a sanitizer experience like Deb has had? Because yes, I
can't be the only one.
Well, I had some go off in my bag. Go off? I suppose the lid was off, I mean. And it went and it splurged all in my bag. And as I put my hand in, it was like all over. I had to try and style that out. So I suppose at that time, the inside of my bag was very sanitary.
Well, I must admit, when I was driving,
it was that clean in my bag. They started investigating me for money laundering.
Boom, boom. As I was driving yesterday in the snow,
Yeah.
As I was going past, I saw this little boy just bending down to pick snow from under a lamppost. And all I could do was shout, "No!" as I drove by, because it brought up so many images and memories of them.
Well, it's the folly of youth, isn't it? It makes
The
sense.
folly of youth and the mellow of the yellow.
I like that. It does, yeah, because of course you think there's the light, there's the beautiful snow glistening beneath the lamppost. Yes, I can understand that entirely. It's only possibly whilst your mittens are actually drying on the radiator. That you get the aroma of perhaps your mistake. The aroma of a mistake.
Or that coloured snow, that all those frozen stones that you put in your pockets as a child that thawed out.
Oh, yes. Oh, where you just thought, do you know what this? Yeah. The way you think this is the best thing ever, and you never, yeah, you don't ever want to.
And I can remember crying about my snowman melting as well.
Did you? Was
You
it
see, I
you?
was very, very. Yeah, they wrote a play about it and everything. I think they did a song as well.
I'm not feeling. I'm not. You know what? I'm having a bit of a couch moment because you know what? I didn't feel any way about my snowman melting. I just treated it like a thing. I wasn't emotionally invested in my snowman.
You see, but how big was your snowman? I was very fortunate to live next door to a big field with a massive hill on it.
Yeah.
And I used to roll snow into massive balls, and then it would roll down the hill and get you. So my snowmen were like
Epic.
bigger than me, which isn't very hard, but they were massive. And it used to take like weeks and weeks for them to go. And it was like long and torturous and drawn out. Goodbye.
Well, as the snowman started to discolour, I lost sort of interest in it. I was like, oh, it don't look as good now. Do you know what I mean? I liked, like the first day of snow and you're like skipping along, and crunching it. Oh, how lovely. And everything's glistening. And then like the next day, there's all sorts of, there's like, how can I put this? Spaces in the snow that have been filled. And it's not the same. Skipping along, skip it. No, it's not the same. Doesn't quite feel the same because now you're dodging,
dodging along.
And someone's dug real deep down, and there's all the soil coming up. I don't want to spoil your idea of better.
Narnia.
It's like it's almost like you got one day. Grab it with both hands. Grab that one day of really good snow with both hands. Go for it, because tomorrow it may not.
It will be sludge.
It will still be there tomorrow, but the snow may not.
I did once have a go at making an igloo as well.
Did you?
Yes.
Did.
Me and my friend, we made hundreds and hundreds of snowballs and like tried to make us and built the snowballs on top of each other. I think we got about 18 inches high. We did really quite well for 2 7-year-olds.
Well, that was actually very good planning, because what we did is, like you say, get a big snowball and then cave a big hole in it.
Oh! You see, fortunately, with my dad being a builder, I knew about the distribution of weight. And no, I didn't. I'm fibbing.
Well, yeah, that makes sense. Because I didn't. And actually, I did this at school, and we got a bit of a talking to about you don't do that, because I suppose we were slightly worried about people climbing into this.
Oh, dome.
Yeah, and they must have been concerned, because that was the 70s.
Oh my God, you're saying something now.
They must have been concerned slightly. Eh?
There must have been a risk of serious loss of life or limb at that one for the 70s health and safety.
Because we did everything. Conkers, skidding. And it was icy. You were allowed to skid across the playground.
Oh, yes, you were.
Oh, it was a great game. We all did. Oh, it was a terrible health and safety hazard. Oh, but we skidded across the across the playground. Fantastic. Coats for goal.
In fact, at the secondary school I went to, there was a section, and it was in the netball court, and you used to slide across and then grab onto the netting around to hold you up as you went that flying bit. Because many a time I fell.
I know. Somehow I knew. Me too.
I would like to say I was like a swan gliding upon water. But I wasn't.
No, I think as soon as you make this noise, you know that you're not. Whee! And I must admit that noise was made. Whee!
Well, yesterday when I was walking the dogs, the amount of people that you could hear in the distance going, what? Where they'd slipped or slid.
Oh, it's true. There's no decorum in the snow anymore, is there? Falls, nicely. It's all.
You see, in the 70s, we'd have just taken it. That's health and safety for you.
Exactly. You'd have just fallen over. What are you bothering about? What are you trying to keep for? No cameras here. Fall over.
Yeah, as long as there weren't cameras around, you were fine.
Exactly. There were no cameras. Oh, there was worse, though. There was worse than cameras. I forgot all about this. It's everyone going, oh, back in the day. No, actually, there was worse than cameras. There were people with really good memories that were able to worse. Oh, so it wasn't all good.
That still remember to this day.
Yeah, they had like really good memories. So when they were telling on you, they could just recount everything in storytelling too. So all the detail was there. They left nothing out. It was just a group of people that were really good at that. Now you just take a picture or video it, but before then,
you had to rely on your own common sense and your own memory and your own adding skills.
Excuse me, miss. It was a Tuesday at 2:00. I can name the people that were in the area. What each of them were wearing and what each one of them said. And the position they were all in. Please allow me to point them out to you in alphabetical order. That's what they were like. I bet. You see, you know, when the, you know, like up and coming video mobiles, they were fuming. So like, well, what can I do? I don't know who I am anymore. That's what they were like. My purpose. It's my purpose to tell on people. What do I do now? They're the forgotten people.
They are. Do you know, I've not thought of that.
Technology took so much away from them. It did. Nobody, you can understand it. Like in the beginning, that they were like, it was a Tuesday, and people were like, no, it don't matter. I got the video.
yeah, but I'm setting the scene. Just go with me.
Yeah, that don't matter. You don't need to set the scene. We can see it all here. You don't need to set the scene. That's what they were like. I feel sorry for them now.
I do actually.
But at the time, I felt a lot of resentment.
One is intrigued on how many times one was dobbed in.
Well, so many. To the point where
you lost count.
Yeah. You know when you're like, how did they know this? Where are they? Were they hidden in the shadows? That was like a regular phrase. You know when you were like, no, I didn't. And then they would step forward and tell everything. Word for word. They had photographic memories. And now nothing. Nothing. Nobody wants to know anymore. They're like, have you got a video? And but I can tell you all in vivid detail. No.
Yeah, it's all right. I'm more visual yourself, not auditory.
Well, actually, maybe that's it now. Maybe you're right. Maybe we're all visual now. Maybe auditory is gone. Maybe it's a lost skill.
Oh, don't say, oh no, that brings sadness to my ears.
It won't do. You're visual. Well, maybe we should form a group. Those will tell on you, and the auditory, and there could be like a group where they go right. Who wants to hear? And that's like a flag. That is, who wants to hear? People will be like, yes, me. Because if you're auditory, you do that a lot. In relation to if you're visual,
get those sonic sound waves and direct them in there.
That's a secret sign. I don't mind sharing it. Visual, and that is if you're auditory. One's slightly more aggressive than the other. The visuals tend to fall out a lot more. And so that's why we're here, to clear it up. You just want to clear it up for people.
Well, it's one of these questions that is often asked in life, isn't it?
It is. And when you think about how we started this with just knowledge, right from the start, we give and we give, and we give like a broken zip.
Oh, talking about zips, I feel such a child. My mum has given me the most gorgeous coat. It's a long, like down past your knees to your calves.
Lovely.
Fabulous, walking the dogs in it. It's amazing. However, it has a double zip.
Oh. Like a double clutch.
Yours, it's even harder than a double clutch. I can drive a double clutch. I cannot do up a double zip. I'm like a child. Can somebody do my zip up for me, please? Because you have to line both zips up at the same time, and my arms aren't long enough to be able to reach the bottom of the coat. So I have to gather the coat up, and then I can't put the zip in straight. It's awfully frustrating.
Do you know what? I'm glad we had this discussion. I'm here to help. Zip it up, right, near the top, but leave some room for your head, and just slide it in.
Oh, that's a good idea. I've not thought of that.
Right here. It's because I've had time to think. Right, having this sort of lockdown time has made something up here start to work. Because if you use it, it kind of like, it's like a muscle apparently. And I'd let this go. I'd done nothing with it. I've been doing the equivalent of sitting on the couch with this. No more.
That is one fantastic idea.
Yeah, look at that. That's the start of it. Mensa, here I come. Or it could be that I had a coat that was a bit like that. Who knows?
But either way, Mensa, here you come.
Indeed. Do you think that'll be one of the questions?
Oh, probably.
I hope so. Yeah. Because, well, it was a difficult question.
Well, let's face it. If one of Trump's questions on whether he's skills in memory were up to, it was she says she can't remember now. Camera, woman, TV. So if that's one of his qualifying questions, I'm sure how to accurately put a coat on that is double zipped is going to be a question on Mensa.
I'm ready for my inauguration, ma'am.
What was it?
Camera, woman, TV.
Yay!
Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you. Do you know what? Yeah. I'm doing quite well there. I'm quite proud of myself. Okay, here we go. Deb, what was it?
Man, camera, woman, TV, squirrel. Ooh, fairies.
It's okay. You can't help it. You're an Aries. Little astrology joke there.
Well, I got quite offended earlier because somebody said I was Pisces, not Aries.
No, I can't see you as a Pisces, actually.
No, I can't.
I know.
And you can't see me as an Aries.
I can. Said the Leo. Oh dear. Well, I think.
Oh, I thought you were about to ask me another question then.
Well, no, I think we've covered quite a bit actually. This is like a news section. You know, don't
Very good.
do too much. I know they do BBC 24-hour news, but you know what I mean. So, this is Denise and Deb signing out.
Signing out.
you've enjoyed us. Join us again. Hope
yes, join us. Hope you've enjoyed us.
I know I sounded like a meal, didn't I? Did you enjoy your Denise and Deb? Was a little bit too spicy.
Please leave your comments in the box below.
Needs pepper. Ooh. Oh, good night, everyone. And good night.
Take care. Bye. Take care.